Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are a return subscriber, warm welcome if you're discovering me for the first time. My name is Leese. I am a UK sister locker who has had this second set of sister locks for 17 months. I had my first set for 14 months before I took them down. 2 weeks later I got these put back in. I've got videos on that, but essentially I did it because I'd moved about a bit with my first set of sister locks, and the grid and the locks lost all integrity, and it was just a bit of a hot mess. So I took those down and I started again, and I'm really glad I did. This second set looked completely different to the first set that I had, so feel free to go and have a look at those videos. So I am at 17 months and I am sorry, I'm not the most consistent person at all. I really am not. And life gets busy, you know, there's lots going on in the world at the moment and lots going on for my family and I. We are away at the moment in the UK on a staycation. We're at a countryside spot and it's really nice. So I've actually got the time to think and get a video up. So that's what I wanted to do. And it's really important as far as I'm concerned, because when I was looking to get my sister locks installed, it didn't take long to get them installed. I'm not one of these people that sat on the fence around it. I just needed to find someone to do it. And when I was getting ready, and even after I had it, and still now, I would spend hours binge watching people's videos who had sister locks, binge watching. And I just wanted to see how they were doing. And when they disappeared completely, it was dreadful because I just couldn't then keep up. I had so many questions. Did they still have sister locks? Did they cut them off? Did something happen? You know, you start to build an affinity with someone and their journey. So I will always come back, but I'm pretty inconsistent. So apologies. So how are things going? Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You know, I am a lazy, locked person. I want to do as little as possible. Things are going good. The biggest challenge for me is, so I'm with the same consultant this time round, and that's marvellous. That works wonderfully. Still having reties at 4 weeks. Even we tried to move it to 5 weeks and it was just, there was a lot going on. Even though I've slowed down on washing my hair now, thanks to aloe vera gel and aloe, it's still, my growth is still such that, you know, and the way that my hair grows out the grid and all the rest of it, it's still quite good just to keep on top of it. So the aloe gel that I am using as a pre-poo before I wash my locks is going really, really well. It's helping to keep my scalp clear, healthy. It's really good. You can buy it from health shops or from Amazon. It costs about £4 here in the UK for a tube. And what I do is I liberally apply that to my scalp before I wash it, and it's absolutely beautiful. I rub it in. It's very soothing, very relaxing. I rub it in, I massage it in, I band and braid, and then what I've started doing is putting my shower cap on, and I'll leave it for an hour or so, and I'll go about my business, and then I wash it out, and then I go in with the shampoo. And the shampoo I'm using is tea gel. I am wearing my shower cap just as I want, actually. So I don't just do it when I wash my hair. I fell asleep with it on last night because I'm finding that it keeps my scalp moisturized and healthy, and that's having a really positive effect on my locks. So that's what I've been doing. I've the same with my daughter, actually, just to keep our hair moisturized. It's working. The aloe is doing the most. It's absolutely wonderful. I only use the gel when I am washing my scalp. That's all I've needed to do, really. And then in terms of the juice, I put that in my spray bottle with the water and the essential oils, and I'll spray that every so often if my scalp's feeling itchy or if it's feeling dry. I'll spray that directly onto my scalp and leave it alone, and that has done lots and lots and lots for me. Really positive, the combination of the aloe. But the one thing I've changed since my last video is that instead of just putting the aloe on before I wash it, walking around, I now put on the shower cap, and I'm using my shower cap a lot more. And you know, I'm going to look actually for some videos and see what other people say about that. Ultimately on this journey, you've got to do what works best for you. Trial and error will get you there. If I listened to the people who said you only need water, my scalp would have fallen on the floor or ran away from me. Now, my daughter doesn't have a problematic scalp like me, but if I'd have done that with her hair and just used water, her locks would have fallen on the floor and ran away from her because they would have been so dry. And that's the beauty, actually. My daughter and I have very different hair, and it's been really nice, very interesting to see what her hair needs and her locks need versus mine, because they need completely different things. And it just stands to reason, doesn't it? We're all different. We all need different things. But I agree with the notion that the less you do to your locks, the better, if you can. But you also need to explore what works. And that's been my biggest takeaway from both of these journeys, is to find the sweet spot for your locks. The other thing that I've stopped doing so much is I've stopped plaiting my hair so much. I mean, I still do it. I love it. I love to like have it braided away. But I haven't done it as much because I think that my scalp really just likes being left alone. So even though I do it gently, I think my hair just appreciates no tugging, no manipulation, no nothing. So I've reduced that as well. I drink a whole ton of water. You know, that's mandatory. That's just part of life. So I drink a whole ton of water, not just for my hair. I do it actually for everything else. But again, just drinking water, I think it's important, you know, what you put into your body and how that plays out in your skin, your hair and everything else. But I don't think that alone would keep my hair and my scalp moisturised. It's not my experience. It may well be for other people. It's definitely not mine. What else is there to say? Nothing, guys. I'm just still got curly ends, as you can see. So still not fully locked, still banding and braiding. This is my life. This is the way it's going to be. I'm not fussed because I've been able to slow down on the washing due to the aloe. My scalp is much clearer, much happier, much healthier. So instead of washing like every, I don't know, instead of washing every 7-10 days, I can get away with washing every 14-15 days now, if that. I may not even have to wash this until I go for my next retie. Which would suit me down to the ground. If my scalp is clean, clear, smelling good, that will suit me down to the ground. I'm that lazy locked person. I am that person that got these just for freedom. You know, I don't do a lot of styles. If anything, I just kind of, I'll maybe bunch this up and leave this down just so I can keep this out of my way. But otherwise, I do nothing, guys. You know, I do as little as possible. My daughter, on the other hand, she quite likes to experiment. I think she's calming down a little bit now, but she does like to do different things. She does like it when I do different things with her locks. So she's still kind of on that Sisterlocks hype. But this is it. If you've got any questions, comments, then feel free to drop them and I'll answer and respond. I love engaging with people, so I'll definitely do that. That's it. Nothing else to report. I hope that you and your loved ones are well. I really do. I'm sorry, I should have said that at the start if I haven't. I hope that you are all well and looking after yourselves and taking it easy. You know, stress-free life is joy. It's joyous. Take care.